Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Stitch Sessions, and welcome to a crochet quick chat. I'm doing something a little different today by being out here on the family farm, and it's been a while since we've had a little chit chat. How are you guys doing? Life has a way of getting in the way sometimes, and before you know it, the days just keep rolling by. But I have been thinking about you guys, and I've been thinking about what we could chit chat about. There's tons of stuff, of course, crochet related. And I also wanted to ask you guys to keep your questions coming. So some of you have actually sent me emails directly, or even left me questions in the comment box down below, which is perfect. So if you need any extra help in some of your projects, I would love to answer those questions for you and post them as a crochet quick chat, because sometimes you're working on a project and you're coming across a specific situation, and it would be nice to have a point of reference to just have a quick little video to click on and answer that question for you. So I'd love to keep more of these coming for you guys. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, if you check out the playlist called Crochet Quick Chat on the channel, you'll find that I've already done a few videos on there answering some of the most common crochet questions. So in today's video, I thought I would chit-chat a little bit about constructing garments, specifically tops. And a few weeks back, I created a little cardigan for a toddler, and we called that project the Pretty in Puffs cardigan. And I'll leave a link for it in the description box down below, as well as in the cards right up there. So in that tutorial, I talked a little bit about how to figure out how many chains you would need to begin the project. And then it made me realize, well, some people might be wondering, what is a raglan top? So you see a lot of videos that talk about creating raglan tops. And so I thought to myself, somebody might be thinking, what is a raglan top? So raglan is a style or a specific way to design a top, either a cardigan, a sweater, a pullover. And it's not just knit or crochet related. It's a specific way to design a top. A top, a shirt, what have you. So whether you sew or you knit or crochet, this is a specific way to design a top. And so what it is instead of your seams falling along the top, along the shoulders, the seams actually come from the yoke down to under the arm. So it creates that kind of angled seam. And you'll see this a lot in like baseball style t-shirts. Those are very, very common. But you will also see this most commonly in knit and crochet projects. And some people really like to design their tops this way because it's actually could be a little bit easier than creating separate panels. So it's a way that you start crocheting a top or knitting, and you begin from the top and you work your way down. And the beautiful thing about this type of design is that there's no sewing involved. So you would begin from the top, work until you get to where you want your armholes to begin. Then you would seam up these two sides as you crochet and then continue to work in the round. So you never actually really have to take a darning needle and sew in. And for those of you that saw the Pretty in Puffs tutorial, you'll see how that works. And also coming up in a future video, I am going to be doing another project using the raglan style design. So those of you that are also enjoying the Life's a Beach crochet series this year, that's going to be one of the projects coming up very soon in the next few installments. So stay tuned for that. And by the way, if you guys have any suggestions on some other types of beach crochet items you'd like to see, pop them down below in the comments and let me know. I'd be delighted to dive into some of those projects. So that is really what a raglan top is. It starts from the yoke and it works its way down. Now, there will be an accompanying video to this quick chat showing you how to figure out how to design your own raglan top. So it starts from what we call the yoke, which is usually the opening around the neck. And you can have a round yoke, a square yoke, or a rectangular yoke. And so the most common question that I get is, well, how do I know how many chains, right? So a lot of times when we're working on projects, people are saying, well, how many chains for a size small, or how many chains for a size large? And because people's gauge can be different, I actually don't like to write my patterns where it's like, for a size small, use 10 chains. For a size large, use X chains. And I apologize for those of you guys that just like to have it told to you, but I'm always just weary that it never works out perfectly because, again, everybody's gauge is differently. So I like to show or teach people how to create garments based on how to take measurements. And from there, then you will use the number of chains that will work for you. And I find it gives you a greater freedom and a better understanding on how to create your garments. So I am going to be having a follow-up tutorial on how to actually figure out how to create the number of chains that you'll need. So stay tuned for that. There's also going to be another tutorial coming up a little bit later on where we talk about how to actually take measurements for your body or any body so that you can figure out how to, oh, there's my dad. Hey, good morning. So it's a Sunday morning and he's out picking the veggies in his garden. So anyhow, I lost my train of thought. So there will be another video discussing how to take your body measurements, because I think this is the main thing that for creators and designers, it'll give you such a sense of freedom, because I think so often we feel intimidated that, well, I don't sew or I don't understand how these measurements work, so I could never create a garment. And that's absolutely not true, especially if you're a beginner. And it's so easy to look at, creating a cardigan. It's like, wow, I'll never be able to do that. But it's really, really so simple. And if you start off with basic principles of understanding shapes, and in fact, I already have done a crochet quick chat on how to take a knit garment and turn it into a crochet garment, and it's all about understanding the shapes that create that design. And I'll leave that I'll leave that link in the description box down below for you guys to check that out, because it's probably best to check that out first. So I will have another video coming up for that. But in the meantime, check out the accompanying video of how to start your chains to create your raglan style top. Okay, so hopefully you've enjoyed this crochet quick chat. I hope you guys are all doing well. I must admit, I've lost a little bit of my mojo the last couple of weeks, and summer's arriving now, and people are starting to get out and about again here in Ontario, and hopefully we'll be getting back to some semblance of regular life soon. So I hope you're all continuing to stay healthy and well. And I have so appreciated, there's a few of you that have been sending me messages or even leaving me comments down below with some of your suggestions. And I so appreciate it. I love staying in touch with you guys. And those of you that have actually emailed me certain requests that you have not seen a tutorial for, I have not forgotten about you. So hang in there. I promise you I have not forgotten you. And I so appreciate you guys staying in touch with me and following along. So on that note, I'm going to leave you guys there. Stay tuned for upcoming videos, and I'm going to start coming back on and doing more crochet quick chats. Take care, everybody. Happy crocheting. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.